Hi, my name's Stephanie Wardlaw, and I am doing the biology extra credit video, and I'm doing it on Down syndrome. I picked to do it on Down syndrome because back when I was in confirmation, one of our service projects was to go to Good Shepherd, which is a place that houses um, adults with disabilities. And I met a girl there, and her name was Sandra, and she was just the sweetest girl ever. She had Down syndrome, and I sort of knew about it. I knew very little about it, and so that's why I chose to do this. And yeah, hope you enjoy. Okay, so what is Down syndrome? It's a genetic condition that causes delays in the physical and intellectual development. People with Down syndrome have 47 chromosomes, and when people are born without this disease, normal people have 46 chromosomes, and it is the most frequently occurring chromosome disease. So most people that have chromosome diseases will have Down syndrome. Okay, so the cause of Down syndrome is caused by non-disjunction, and non-disjunction is the failure of chromosomes to separate and segregate into daughter cells at division. It happens at conception, but it isn't anything that the mother did during her pregnancy. 80% of children with this disorder are born to women 35 years or younger. And so basically the picture on the right side is just basically showing the egg and the sperm when they meet and how they create the 47 chromosomes, which causes Down syndrome to happen. This slide is talking about the characteristics of Down syndrome, and Down syndrome is usually identified at birth or shortly after. It can be identified by physical characteristics. The physical characteristics are low muscle tone, one crease in the palm of the hand, slightly flat facial profile, and eyes tilted upward. So basically the two children on the right are children with Down syndrome, and you can kind of tell because of the characteristics here, and since it says identified at birth, that means usually you can tell right when the baby is born by the way that the baby looks. The diagnosis for Down syndrome must be confirmed by a chromosome study or a karyotype. The karyotype provides a visual display of the chromosomes grouped by their size, number, and shape. Chromosomes may be studied by examining blood or tissue cells. That quote was taken from the National Association of Down Syndrome, where I got my information. So yeah, those aren't my own words. And then the picture to the right is just basically showing the different types of the chromosome series, or the karyotypes. And then the one with the arrow is the one that's pointing to the Down syndrome. Okay, so this is about the health and developmental issues of children that have, or people that have Down syndrome. For health, about 40% of Down syndrome people have congenital heart disease. Some of these heart conditions need to have surgery, while others just need to be closely monitored. Children with Down syndrome have a bigger chance of getting infections, developing respiratory, vision, and hearing problems. Thyroid problems and other medical conditions can occur too. For development, although most Down syndrome children can and do go to a normal school, some go to special education schools to get extra help. Most Down syndrome people have mild to moderate impairments, but overall they're just like people without this disorder, and they're very sweet too from personal experience. And extra help is provided shortly after birth. The services include physical, speech, and developmental therapy. I got my information from the National Association for Down Syndrome. There's a link right there. The website was founded in 1961 by parents with Down syndrome children. It is the oldest organization in the country dealing with Down syndrome. I found the site to be very, very helpful, and since it was founded by parents with children with Down syndrome, it had a lot of ways that you can get help or people that you can talk to, and it was just a really good site. This is just basically my works cited page. The first one is the National Association for Down Syndrome, which I talked about earlier. Then the other two are just images that were important. So thank you for watching, and I hope you found it interesting.